Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some bakery treats for you. We have from the Publix bakery, Publix is a grocery store, we have the limited edition Decadent chocolate iced cake cookies. And then we have the limited edition Brownie Trio Heart Platter.
And I have the Fresh Market, they were from the Fresh Market, they're Killer Brownie Mexican Hot Chocolate Brownies.
So how much were yours?
Mine were $7.49 for 5 bars.
Okay, the big platter was $10.99, and the
But you get 15.
Yeah, you get a lot. And the cookies were $4.79. So we're gonna start with the cookies, and let's see. So limited edition Decadent chocolate iced cake cookies. It is 220 grams, and there is a piece of tape on here. Okay, you want to do something with that? Okay, so it says Decadent chocolate ice cake cookies. One cookie, 23 grams, is 100 calories. Okay.
I was gonna ask you where you want me to stick that, but I was afraid of the answer I'd get.
Don't ask if you don't want to know.
That's why I didn't ask.
Okay, here we go. Ooh, these are like, they're like glistening. They look wet. Are they wet? Is it wet?
No.
Okay.
I mean, those might be.
Because it literally, it's tacky.
It is tacky.
Yes.
It's not exactly hot in this house.
No, it's not hot. And I can tell you, we had these in a cold bag.
With ice.
Yeah, with ice, not dry ice, just next to it, just so they would stay cool. So this is just how they are. They're very glazed. Okay.
They smell very dark chocolate. I know what that reminds me of.
I bet I know what you're gonna
Like
say.
a Little Debbie snack cake.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hostess, but
Either way, it's the same thing.
if you've ever had a Hostess, a chocolate cupcake,
Yeah,
that's
kind
what
of
that tastes like. It tastes like a Hostess chocolate cupcake.
It's a little thinner and a little more chewy, but they're not bad. They taste like, I mean, if you like Hostess cupcakes, or
I think it's good. I like it. I like it has that sweet frosting on it. The bad thing is that was 100 calories a piece. I could eat about 4 of those.
Each cookie is 100
Each cookie is 100 calories. And I could eat at least 4 of them because
there's not much to them.
Because it is good, but you don't feel like they're so light that you don't feel like you're eating a lot for 100 calories.
Yeah, I ate that half cookie really fast.
Yeah, and I know we only ate half, but still, I mean, it goes like that. You just don't get a lot, but it is sweet. It does have a good flavor. I think they're worth buying. I do like them.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you want to spend your calories on.
Yeah, I don't think they're bad. I just don't think they're like gourmet or anything, but they're not bad.
Okay, we're going to talk about them before we open them because everything's on the back. So, and they made a mess because when we bought them from Publix, they were in perfect condition.
They were.
And then I put them in the back of in the trunk, and then I turned a corner.
And she drove.
And then the next stop we made, I realized that the bag had turned over and they were, and so they don't look perfect anymore. Okay, we have fudge iced, white iced, and red velvet. The fudged ice are 100 but yeah, I'll just go in the order they have them in. The fudge iced are 150 calories. The white iced are 140 calories, and the red velvet are 160 calories. So we'll just go in order and do the fudge ice first, and I'm assuming this just pops off. I don't see any tape or anything on here. Okay, here we go.
That's what you do at your gathering. You just.
But these would have been perfect if it
they
weren't.
had not fallen over.
Yeah, they fell over. That's my fault. That is not Publix's
If
fault.
the IndyCar driver hadn't been driving.
Yeah, that's my fault, not their fault.
Okay.
Okay,
Do you want half or you want?
No, that's good. Okay.
Stuck to that.
So it looks like once you cut it like that, it kind of looks like a Little Debbie brownie, but I'm sure it won't taste like that.
I think you'd be wrong.
I think it tastes like a Little Debbie brownie.
I do have to say I like the texture of these better. They taste just like those, the Cosmic Brownies or whatever.
Yeah.
The flavor's the same, but these aren't quite as dense.
That's interesting.
Because those Cosmic Brownies are very, very dense.
I think these are better.
That's what I'm saying. These are a little bit better.
I think they taste very similar though. They taste very similar to the Little Debbie version.
And the texture's similar.
But the texture, the texture's similar. I do think the texture of these is slightly better though.
It is. It's better. It's still similar.
It's still very similar.
These are like the big fluffy, like these killer brownies that we're going to try. Those are really big, thick, fluffy brownies. These are these more dense, compact brownies.
The white iced does make a difference to the flavor.
Makes it sweeter. Yeah, still reminds you of the Cosmic, but
So the chocolate reminded me more of Little Debbie because it is chocolate on chocolate, just like the Little Debbie. But the white sets itself apart. It tastes sweeter, and even the texture of the frosting is more like whipped. And so I really like that one a lot better.
yeah, the white ones are much better than the chocolate.
Okay, now here is a red velvet.
These are like a swirl or something.
And they have more brownies, but they weren't in a platter like this. Like I like getting them in a variety.
Yeah,
they
were
had
like a 4-pack or something like that.
They had they
Like
had
4 brownies.
they had a cookies and cream, and they had a walnut, and then they had a something else with walnut.
They had 2 with walnut.
And they look good, but you had to buy a whole pack of just that one kind, whereas you don't get all these 3 different kinds. I think they used cream cheese.
The frosting is cream cheese for sure. The more I've eaten of these though, the more resemblance they have to the Cosmic Brownie texture. They're not quite as dense and pasty, but they're still pretty dense and pasty. They're not as bad.
Right. So I think these are better. I would much rather have these.
I would 1,000 times rather eat these.
Yeah, these are much, much better.
Because I really do not like those Cosmic.
But they're along the same lines as those. Those are really like, those Little Debbie brownies are almost like they pressed them into a mold.
Very dense.
Where these are not as compact. And I really do like the red velvet.
Yeah,
and it tastes like red velvet, and it tastes like cream cheese frosting. So, and it is, I think, the sweetest one here.
The frosting's what makes the difference.
Yeah. That's my favorite one, is the red velvet.
And I like the white ones.
The white one's my second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just flip those 2. The chocolate ones are okay,
The
but
chocolate ones-
they're a little too much Cosmic Brownie.
Yes, those resemble the Little Debbie the most.
Yeah.
So if your kids like Little Debbie,
Like our grandkids love that.
yeah, they think they're wonderful, then you would want to get those. Okay. So, and that would be great for a party. I think that's a great
Yeah,
party.
they're already cut and everything.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything.
Just don't flip them upside down.
Now, these are the killer brownies. Don't flip them upside down. These are the killer brownies. We have reviewed a lot of different killer brownies on the channel. If you're curious, type in Tammy Dunn killer brownies and they'll come up. These are different because they are Mexican hot chocolate brownie with caramel. We have not had the Mexican hot chocolate, which I'm assuming is going to be cinnamon, right?
Or chili pepper.
Oh, okay.
Depends on the Mexican hot chocolate.
I'm looking.
Sometimes they put chilies in it.
Oh, I see that. Ground red pepper.
Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah, they used to put chili peppers in there.
Okay, well I didn't know. I didn't know. Because I know like Mexican hot chocolate to drink is usually just cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Well, it depends on who makes it.
Oh, okay.
And how realistic they are.
Oh, okay. So it just all depends on who's doing it. Okay. So this says 1 piece, 68 grams, is 290 calories. And I was going to say earlier, these are made in Ohio. When you were introducing it. Yeah, I think you'll have to slit that open. Yeah, Killer Brownie are made in Ohio. So I know in the past when we've gone to like Jungle Jim's International Market, which is in Ohio, they've had a decent selection there. Now I can't remember how many they had last time, but because they're right there in Ohio. So
it literally looks like they've taken a big old square pan of brownies and just cut them up, and you put a big hunk in there with you. Is that caramel in the middle?
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of caramel.
Ooh, it smells good too. Okay, so here we go. You just tear off a piece.
It's thick caramel too.
Oh yeah. And this is what
so you want the center?
Yes, this is what makes Killer Brownies different than others. Is it like the Publix were good, but they're not layered, whereas this is layered.
These feel pretty dense though.
All right.
I guess those would be considered more fudgy brownies, the more dense texture. Get a little kick in the back of your throat, doesn't it?
It will hit you.
You know what though? It's there, but it's not like really, really strong in your face. It's more just the tingle.
I was gonna say, let it settle
than the flavor. You know what I'm saying? You don't taste chili peppers.
No, you don't taste it. It's the reaction that your mouth has to it.
Oh yeah, my throat is burnt.
Yeah, well, my whole mouth is just tingling. Now, it's a light like tap dance.
Yeah.
Like, it's a light tingle. So it's not bad, but it is tingling. It's more of a pleasant heat. I prefer just sweet brownies, so I prefer the original. We've had a lot of their like kitchen sink brownies and just chocolate brownies, and there's just all kinds of them. But I prefer those because I want the sweetness. I would rather them not have the heat,
right.
But I wanted to try these because we hadn't tried them yet, and they are different. And I do think they did a really good job. I love the texture of the caramel. It adds that sweetness that you need with that heat. I think they're really good quality.
And the more you eat, the more it's spread. My whole mouth is tingling.
I'm sure.
The back, the edge, like the crust part, the edge part, it's not that drier, crunchy, denser part that you would get, like a really chewy part you would get in a pan of brownies you make at home.
Right.
It's not that. It's still just as soft on the edge as it is.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, because when you look at it, some people love the edge more than anything.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the same.
Right.
So you're not getting that edge like you really may want.
Right.
Just to let you know.
Well,
they're good. I like them.
As good as I think these are, I think they're very good quality. I don't think it's fair to compare these to the Publix because
they're so different.
They're different. Well, they're different, and those have heat to them. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's fair to compare a really sweet brownie to something with heat in it. Because if I were to pick one thing out of all of these, I would pick the tray of brownies from Publix because I really do like the red velvet and the white coated, but it's because they're all sweet. Give me another kind of Killer Brownie, and I would probably choose the Killer Brownie any day over these.
The quality's better.
The quality's better, but because these have that kick to them, that's the only reason I'm saying that. Because normally I would pick the Killer Brownie. Because
I agree. I don't mind the heat. I like the little tingle in there, but it's more than I would want to eat a lot of. It's more than I would want regularly. Mm-hmm. So I would probably pick the little tray of brownies. I wouldn't get those chocolate cookies necessarily because they're too much like a cupcake. And you can just go buy a whole box of cupcakes for hardly anything.
I think for me, it's like I said, I would have to eat so many and they're 100 calories a piece So I do like them. I think they're good. There's nothing wrong with them. But it's just like, you're right. You could probably do better with a box of cupcakes.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, if you want sweet with a little tinkle of heat, though, you can't beat that. That's real. I mean, they deliver on all levels.
Yeah, the quality's there for sure. And you might be able to order from them online. So if you have never heard of them, go to their website, Killer Brownies, and you'll see what they have to offer, and you might be able to order them right to your front door. I'm not sure about that, but it's worth checking to see. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.